Hello and welcome back to my adventure riding a motorcycle around the entire world. But today is going to be a sad day. Well, today is a sad day because Ashworth, my beloved country sucking beast, goes in storage and I have to go home, work my bum off, try to figure out how I'm going to pay off most of this leg and then be able to fund the next leg. But I hate it because I feel like we've just got into our flow and the bike's got to go back, and it's the last day, at least for now, that me and Julian are going to be riding together.
It is.
And have you enjoyed it?
I have, very much so.
Yeah?
Much so, yeah, it's been superb.
And are you looking forward to being by yourself?
I'm looking forward to putting my sunglasses on.
The sun's in your eyes. What's your favourite bit of the whole adventure? Because this is our last day, and you can't say today is because it's our last day, because that makes me feel bad.
I think riding in the snow.
Yeah.
That was a first for me, and that was superb.
That was cool, and it's like riding like a blizzard, and then we get there, and out of nowhere there's all these skiers and snow piled up, and it was a giggle. But we've got a plan today, haven't we? So we're going to head off, we're going to sort of try to head to where the mountains begin, find somewhere absolutely pretty to sit down and have our final breaking of the bread and drinking of the water and the wine, and then we're going to sort of partake in splitting the paths and going a different way.
Indeed.
And then I go to my awesome dude that's storing my bike, and you end up trying to ride through Switzerland as quick as you can. So,
Not that quick, for the benefit of the tape.
well, you want to get in and out because of the cost.
I do.
Yeah, but then you've kind of come to terms with paying for a hotel now. Anyway, none of that matters because it's all about me. Anyway, shall we pack up my bike, get it done, and let's get on the road, and let's go and find something at least cinematic fun for today. We're not putting the bike away until later, so we've got today, so let's make it fun. Well, I've played Jenga and I've won because I've packed the bike pretty much ready for storage, and everything goes in a weird different way to how it does when I travel to do with weight distribution. So it's going to mean the bike might feel a little bit lighter today in regards to front end, but that's just the joys of it being a final day. So we have 71 kilometres. Obviously we're right on the edge of Lake Como here, and this is just where we're going to go and have some fun today, and it looks mountainy, and I've just picked it generally because of that. I was suggested where to go into like a city or town, but I'm not a city person, so I've decided to go here, and this is, what's it called? Oh, it's called San Pelagrio Tum. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to here. So, like I said, this is only 72 kilometres, 1 hour and 44 minutes. Will take us up to lunchtime before I have to head back. So let's go and see what's in this. It looks like a really pretty standard mountain town, so it should be a nice day for chill out and niceness. But it's weird, like me and Julian were both there going like, it feels wrong to be packing up to leave. We're both more quiet than we've been for days. It's a weird feeling, and anybody that ever does an adventure, you know, don't you? Literally, you know exactly what I mean. It's an extremely weird feeling to know it's the end. Now my back brake, I can feel it as soon as I pull off. That pad is low, so I need to remember when I get back. My little list is like a list after every adventure at the minute, because the bike's going so far and I'm doing little bits as I go. I need to remember I need to come back with some brake pads for the front and the back, and try and spend some time somehow on the next leg taking a couple of hours out and replacing the pads. So I've got to remember that. There's all these lists when you do the trip the way I'm doing it and storing the bike and putting everything away. This is that moment where you start going, right, bike's packed, things are sorted, this is the list that I need for when I come back to keep Ashworth going nicely on the road and not having any problems. You have to literally have a full storage of stuff, so I've obviously got a bag and it's got shampoo, etc. That's because I brought stuff out, because I brought out a big bag to bring this big accordion for my dad. I brought some more supplies in regards to that stuff. Fucking that made me jump. Jesus, that bike made me jump. So yeah, I brought a whole supply worth, so everything's full for when I get back. And I even did the thing of having spare toothbrushes, but I bought 3 to bring out, because normally when I store my bike I stay in a hotel the night before and get an early flight back. Well, this isn't the case this time, but I brought 3, and I actually had 2 I got from a hotel, so I've got 5 spare toothbrushes, so I don't need to buy a toothbrush for a while. And everything's sorted. All the little silly things you have to think about on the last day, as well as the sadness of going, this is the end of like series 8 of this adventure, but then I have to get excited for the next one and start planning. And there might be a twist to that. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to be doing a leg more into Italy, or going into Switzerland, or going, is it Costa Rica and down, what I want to kind of do, but I'm not sure, because there's so many amazing famous roads and bends and passes I would like to tick off on Ashworth as part of the world trip. So you know what I mean, it's all going through my head. That's all I'm thinking about now, is this going back and what I'm doing next and what's going to happen. But I need to put it to the back of my head and deal with it all later. Because right now, I've found a place on Google Maps in my typical 11 out of 10 style. It looks mountainy, or at least it looks pretty. And let's go and have a nice chilled out day and have that final kind of moment with me and Julian. Because let's be quite frank, the guy is a legend. He's come all this way. He planned this to come with me. He's been a seriously nice dude, and the one thing about it is it is my adventure, and I go off and I do the flow, and when somebody comes out and they're just, it's your party, I'm just really glad to be, I'm really happy to be here, and we just have a chill every day between us, because I'm almost like very much like that. I'm like, let's just go with the flow and see what happens, and I don't really plan it, it's all very winged. And Julian's very much like, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. And there's literally just been, we've just had a fantastic time together, yappering every night until silly o'clock in the morning, and then going to bed and getting up and having an amazing or crazy weather adventure day, and we're still giggling when we get off the bikes, and when we were drenched through and freezing cold we were still laughing at each other, and it's been lovely. So I'm going to miss him. I'm generally going to miss him, because you know, you spend a week with somebody and you just have a blast and you think, oh I want to do another adventure with him. as you do, and hopefully he'll come back, and hopefully he'll do another one with me in the future. But you never know, do you? You just don't know. But hopefully he will. Well, I know he's going to be coming on the charity ride, so we're right there. I'm going to miss him, basically. I'm going to miss him. He's a top bloke. But I'll see him in May, and I might be seeing him before then, because he might be coming down on his Bergman, because he's bought a Bergman to do the charity ride. He might be coming down to see me and help me do an episode in regards to the Bergman and telling more people about the charity trip and the information that's coming up. So it'll be alright. Anyway, I've just waddled on for like 6 minutes, so I'm gonna hammer down some kilometres, get to something pretty, and I'll see you there. So much is going through my head. Right, I'll see you in a minute. Well, we have arrived at San Pellegrino, and we've found this beautiful town. And I've just been told by my expert just over here, by him, that this is famous for lemonade, and I didn't know. So we've come to a famous town that makes amazing lemonade. But we're going to have I'm going to have a latte, and he's going to have a double espresso. But I'll just give you a quick, brief look around how beautiful it is. We're still in that kind of zone of like, we know that we've got to go home today, so we're in this kind of like lull, but we're trying to get out of it and get excited still, because we're sat still in Italy we'll be enjoying a fantastic coffee in a second with a really beautiful town with a beautiful view.
Don't wanna waste time, I'll never be this young, I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out, so I'm never coming down, never coming down, never coming down again.
Well, I've drunk my final coffee and I've got to the place I wanted to get to, and behind me is this amazing old grand hotel that I think is definitely closed. Maybe it's out of season, but I think that's old and closed. I need to snap out of being sad, because it's just a sad day to go home. I'm desperate to go home to see my family, but I'm sad that I've only just got going again with Ashworth, and I know you know how I feel about all of this. But look at this beautiful, beautiful place we've enjoyed our coffee, this beautiful river, these old buildings. It's just fantastic. But it's also time for Julian and me and him to part ways, because he needs to go into Switzerland and start riding back to the UK. And it's time for me to take my bike around 85 kilometres to a gentleman called Andreas, who's going to be looking after my monkey bike while I'm back in England, getting ready for the next leg. Anyway, so we have the emotional goodbye with the legend that is Julian. Well, the legend, the man, Julian, thank you, dude, for coming. Thank you for coming, dude.
Absolute pleasure.
I hope you have a safe
Thanks
ride
for having
back.
me. Will do, thank you.
Take it easy, don't rush. I know now you're used to going super quick, you've been following me all this time.
Of course, yeah, I'll have to slow it down a bit.
You have to go, slow it down and chill out and relax on your way back.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be back in my video soon, because I've left him with loads of my clothes. Just got to bring my way back to me. It's a good excuse, isn't it? Anyway, dude, safe riding, and I'll see you very soon.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me along on this venture.
You're welcome, dude. You're welcome.
Lovely.
Right, ciao bella, dude.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao bella. Take care, mate. Oh. Ciao, mate. Well, I'm only 56 kilometres away now from where my bike's going to be stored, and I can hear the rear pad a little bit more and more, so I can't wait to fly back out and get new pads and put them on. But I've got to say, Ashworth is doing so well. It's just riding like a dream, minus the rear pads, but riding like an absolute dream. I just love this bike. I love the character of it. I love the point that it's just such an amazing beast. I mean, look at her. Just look. Isn't she absolutely gorgeous? Just what a stunning machine. It's one of these bikes that, honestly, if you ever want just to smile, take yourself out for a test ride on a monkey. And if you ever want to do an adventure, go and see Midnight Autos, speak to Lee, get that setup done, because it's so much fun. It's unreal. Anyway, last 56 kilometres until I have to say goodbye again. I love this bike. It's incredible. Well, Ashworth has made it to its final storage place. This is the moment that I push the bike in and hopefully get back within a month or two. And they've made a lovely space for me to put my bike away. The hospitality is absolutely amazing. So this is it, the final time, wheeling it in, closing the garage door and saying goodbye until next time. It's a hard thing to do.
Think about me one more time before you go. Someday you'll know. Someday you'll know.
So this is Andreas, is that right?
Okay.
And you're storing my bike, and you've got two garages and you're well into your motorcycles. What bikes have you got? You just explain it to me then. So you've got BMW.
300 Sport, and
Yeah.
the other one, the 1200. On the back I have a Honda VF 1000R 84 and a Super Tenere Yamaha with the TDM engine, and another bike on the back hidden is another Honda, is a VF 500 F2, I love bike.
You love bikes, don't you? And you're going to help me with mine with the brake pads as well. What saves me all that stress and hassle. And then next time I come out, you're going to take me on a bit of a tour then,
Yeah.
and we're going to spend a few days having a little bit of fun on the bikes.
Exactly. I will take you to the Stelvio.
Yes, it's
An amazing trip.
Yes, it's like a historic ride, isn't it? On the passes and the amazement. You know, my bike's very fast because 9 horsepower.
Yeah, no,
So you have to struggle to keep up.
But I think you have enough engine to get on the top of the
20
mountain.
miles an hour, and
have time.
if not, we'll give it a push.
We have time. Just a safe ride.
Yes, it's going to be good. Well, thank you so much for storing the bike, obviously,
problem.
because it's amazing, and running me to the airport and picking me up and sorting it all out. I just thank you so much.
This is motorbike.
It is motorbike. Vijay, thank you. Now, of course, the man has good taste because he's got a proper old school Land Rover that he's going to take me to the airport in. It's quite cool, isn't it? British car being dropped off, leaving my bike here. That's quite epic. I like that. Well, that is me dropped off at the airport, and that is the end of Series 8 of Riding the World by motorcycle. Wow, what a lovely family, a lovely guy. His wife is absolutely lovely, and we're going to have good fun, I think, coming up in the future, so I can't wait. It's time for me to go home, so thank you for watching this series, thank you for supporting me, and roll on the next time.